Now, a standing figure is basically the same as a seated figure, except what we're going to do is lower the legs a little bit. Some shoelaces. I'll do that again for you. Okay. Now, if you want them facing forward a little bit more, you can handle it this way. Very simple. You might want to have the hands out here. But basically you want to have this kind of line of action or curve to it. So you draw the body. Try to do it in one motion. As you see, it's very simple. Reads as a cartoon, reads as a body, and that's what you need. That's the most important thing. Basically, okay, we'll have the body like this, and we're going to pull that leg out straight, bend the foot back like that. Now, if he's a soccer player, put a little mark like that. Little speed lines, and there you have the kicking body. Do that again. Pull it straight out. Put a little shadow under there. And some speed lines. I'm going to show you how to do that. Start out with the arm first. Then go into the body just the way you would with the running figure. Let's say it's a baseball bat. Add the second hand here. There you have a swinging figure. Add your speed lines, and you're all set. Okay, let's say, for instance, it's a tennis racket. Same thing. Instead of putting the second arm up that way, just have it down here. And you're swinging a tennis racket. Okay, I'll do it one more time for you. Bring the arm out. The legs. Second arm here. And your speed lines. There you go. An overweight body, you want to be careful so that you don't offend him or her. So we're going to do this very delicately. When we're adding weight to a character, you do the same procedure, but you just slightly add a little bit more weight. Don't get too carried away. You might not have any friends later on. Sometimes you might be able to get away with a very grotesque body. Depends on the sense of humor of your subject. Now, if you were to draw the beach body slightly plump, just widen the proportions a bit. Get those curves in. And I don't think you'll get into trouble with any of this. Keep in mind that when you're drawing a child's body, that the proportions are a little bit smaller and a little bit plumper. Not quite as plump as the fat people. Right like this. It also depends on how you draw it in relationship to the head. He's riding a skateboard here. Now for the girls, say she's a ballerina dancer. Basic same body as the female, except that we're going to have a young girl's proportions and anatomy. Okay, we'll draw the girl for you again. This could be a dancing body, whether she's jazz dancing, ballet. Or just try to capture and get a feeling for that cute, small proportions that the child has. If you keep that in mind, you really can't go wrong. The proportions are going to be very small. We're going to get that feeling of baby here, if we can try to do that. Here's a baby crawling. Get the arch of the back here. Okay. Or if a baby's sitting down, all the proportions are much, much smaller. Okay, let's say he's sitting on something. Let's try that crawling figure again so that you can take a look at it. Arm out there like that. One motion here for the arch of the back and the butt. He's got a shirt on, let's say. And the other knee. Get that idea of crawling. It might not be perfect anatomically, but we get the feeling that there's a crawling baby here, and that's what you need.